Hello everyone. Welcome to Podcast King English. Let me ask you a question. Have you ever felt like your mind freezes when you try to speak English? You want to say something, but first you think in your own language, then you translate word by word into English, and while you do that, the chance is gone. You feel nervous or embarrassed. What if I told you that you can stop this process completely? You can start thinking directly in English speakers. No more slow answers. No more long pauses. No more fear of speaking. Today, I will show you simple and powerful steps to change the way your brain works with English. By the end of this video, you will already know how to switch into English thinking mode. Once you start this way, you will never want to go back. Chapter 1: Why thinking in English changes everything. When most people begin learning English, they spend time on vocabulary and grammar rules. They make long lists and repeat patterns from a book. Of course, these things are useful, but here is the truth. Knowing words is not the same as thinking in English. You can memorize hundreds of words and still feel stuck when you try to speak. Why? Because your brain is still using your native language. You first make a thought in your language, then you translate it into English. That creates a delay. You always feel slow and stressed. Imagine this situation. You are sitting in a cafe and the waiter asks, "Would you like something to drink?" If you think in your native language, here is what happens. Step 1. You hear the words. Step 2. You translate them. Step 3. You make your answer in your language. Step 4. You translate your answer back into English. 4 steps for one simple question. No wonder you feel tired, but if you are thinking directly in English, it is just 2 steps. You hear the words, you understand instantly, and then you answer right away. Fast, natural, confident translation is not only slow, it also creates mistakes when you try to match every word. From your language to English, the meaning can change. Sometimes the sentence becomes strange or unclear. Thinking in English helps you use natural patterns so your sentences sound right without extra effort. Here are some examples of how translation slows you down. Imagine you are ordering food. The waiter asks, "Are you ready to order?" If you translate in your head, you might pause too long and the waiter repeats the question. Or you are talking with a friend in English. They tell a funny story. You want to make a joke, but you need to translate first. By the time you finish, the moment is gone. Or you are in class and the teacher asks you a quick question. You try to translate and then you miss your chance. Now, let me share a short story about one of my students. Her name is Maria, and she is from Brazil. When she first joined my class, she had a big vocabulary and knew a lot of grammar. But every time I asked her a question, she paused for a long time. One day, she told me, "I understand everything you say, but I have to translate my answers in my head, and that makes me slow." I taught her how to start thinking in English, using small steps. At first, she practiced with single words. Then she made short sentences. She stopped worrying about perfect translation and focused on quick, clear thoughts after just 2 months. She was answering my questions without long pauses, she said. It feels like my brain is lighter now. I can speak without thinking about every word. That is the power of thinking. In English, I want you to imagine something right now. Picture yourself having a conversation in English. You are smiling. You are speaking without hesitation. Words are coming naturally. You are not worried about grammar. You are not stopping to translate. You are just talking, and the other person is listening with interest. Can you feel how easy and comfortable that is? This is what happens when you think in English. This change does not happen in one day, but it happens faster than you expect once. You feel that freedom. You will never want to go back to translation. Speaking becomes enjoyable because your thoughts and your words are in the same language. So, if you want that freedom, the first step is to start small. Chapter 2, Step 1. Start with simple words you already know. Many learners believe they must speak in full sentences from the very beginning. That is not true. If you try to make perfect sentences too early, you will feel stressed and slow. The real first step is much smaller. Start with single English words you already know. Think about it. Not every thought in your head is a full sentence. Your brain notices actions, objects, feelings. All day, you can train your brain to label these things with one English word. That is easy, quick, and not scary at all. For example, take daily actions: eat, walk, read, sleep. These are simple words, but they are part of your life every day. In the morning when you have breakfast, do not think, eat. When you walk to the bus stop, think, walk. When you check your phone, think, read. When you feel tired and go to bed, think, sleep. No need to add grammar with single English words. Why does this work? Because your brain starts making a direct connection between what you see or do and the English word. You skip translation completely. This is the foundation. Later, you will build sentences, but right now, you are planting the habit of using English. First, you can practice anywhere. If you see an apple, think apple. If you hear music, think music. If you feel happy, think happy. The more you do this, the faster your brain recalls the word without searching. Here is a fun game for the next 2 minutes. Look around wherever you are and name everything in English. If you see a table, think table. If you see a book, think book. If you see a person, think man or woman. Do not worry about grammar. Do not make sentences. Just say the word in your mind. Let us do this together. Look around. What do you see? Chair, window, phone, pen, bag shoes, water. Light, the faster you name things, the better. If you do not know the word, skip it and keep going. This game looks easy, but it is very powerful. It teaches your brain to see the world in English over time. More and more of your thoughts will appear in English naturally. Another way to practice is to choose one daily activity and make it your English thinking time. For example, when you brush your teeth, name what you see: toothbrush, toothpaste, mirror, watermouth. This turns a normal routine into a short English lesson. You can also use pictures. Take a photo of a park and name what you see: grass, tree, sky, bench, flower child, ball. You do not need to know every word. The goal is to train your brain to use English first, even if you only replace 5 or 10 thoughts per day. That is progress. Every English word is like planting a seed in your mind. Later, these seeds will grow into full sentences and conversations, but you must plant them every day. Just 1 or 2 minutes can make a big change. The best part is you do not need books, teachers, or a classroom. You can do this anytime, anywhere, just by changing the language of your thoughts. When single words feel easy and natural, when you can name many things without hesitation, you are ready for the next step. Chapter 3. Step 2. Connect words into small sentences. Now that your brain is used to thinking in single words, it is time to connect them. This is where English thinking really starts to feel alive. Think of this step as building a bridge. On one side, you have words like apple walk, book, happy. On the other side, you have real conversations. The bridge is made of short, simple sentences. This step is powerful because it connects knowing words with using them in life. You do not need long sentences or perfect grammar. Right now, all you need is to connect words. Start small. Take a noun, a person, place, or thing. Then add a verb, an action. Put them together. That is it. Dog runs. I eat. She smiles. These sentences are tiny, but they are real English. They are clear, easy, and they help your brain think in complete ideas. Instead of just words, when you practice like this, your thoughts become faster. Why? Because your brain stops translating. Chapter 3. Continued. Step 2. Connect words into small sentences. Think of it like building blocks. The first block is a word. The second block is another word. Put them together, and you have a tiny wall. Keep stacking these blocks, and soon you will have a whole house. Let us practice. Take the word dog. Add the action word runs. Dog runs now. Add one more word. Fast. Dog runs fast. That is already more than just a word. It is an ideal take. I eat. That is simple, but you can add more. I eat rice. I eat slowly. I eat with friends. Each time you add one more block, your English thinking grows. The goal here is not to create perfect grammar. The goal is to train your brain to connect words quickly. If you can do that, you will start to think in English sentences without effort. Try this exercise right now. Choose one action you are doing. For example, listening. Say, I listen, then add one more detail. I listen music, then another. I listen music now. Do not worry if it is not perfect grammar. The point is speed and habit, not perfection. Here are a few more examples you can copy. I walk school. I walk school every day. He reads book. He reads book in park. We talk English. We talk English together. First, you may feel the sentences are too short, but short is good. Short is fast. Short is natural. These small sentences will grow longer later. But they must begin short and simple, so your brain feels safe. You start with small steps, just moving forward. Once your balance feels normal, you can go faster and farther. Remember, perfection is the enemy of progress. If you stop every time to think about correct grammar, you will return to translation mode. Instead, speak to yourself. In quick, short English sentences, it is better to speak with small mistakes than to stay silent. Do you notice something? When you make these sentences, you are already creating thoughts in English, not in your native language. That is the breakthrough. Moment Chapter 4 Step 3 Build mini stories now. You are ready for something fun and powerful. Stories are natural to the human brain. From children to adults, everyone understands the world through stories. This is why creating small English stories helps your brain remember and connect ideas much faster. But here is the secret: your stories can be extremely short, even just for sentences. And you can use the formula what, where, when, why. Example number 1. I open the window. What? In my kitchen. Where? In the morning. When? Because I want fresh air. Why? Another example. She drinks coffee. What? In her office. Where? At 9 a.m. When? Because she is tired. Why? That is it, just for small details. What, where, when, why. You do not need anything else. When you build mini stories this way, you practice making complete thoughts. In English, you connect actions with reasons. You connect time and place. You give your brain a full picture. Here is an exercise for you. Close your eyes. Think about something you did today, maybe eating breakfast or going to work. Use the 4 steps: what, where, when, why. Say it in English right now, maybe. Like this: I ate noodles. What? In my kitchen. Where? At 7 o'clock. When? Because I was hungry. We notice how easy it feels. You are telling a story in English without translating. You are not thinking in your native language. At all, do this once per day. Make one mini story about your life. Write it or say it out loud. It takes only 1 or 2 minutes, but it changes the way your brain connects English. The more you do this, the more fluent you become, because stories are sticky. Stories help memory. They give meaning to words. And meaning makes English natural, not mechanical. Another bonus: when you tell stories, you also feel more emotional connection with English, because you are talking about your real life, not just grammar rules. That makes learning fun, not boring. Chapter 5. Step 4. Surround yourself with English. Now you have the tools, but you also need the environment. Think about how children learn their first language. They are surrounded by it all the time. They hear it, see it, use it daily. That is why they never translate. They just speak. You can create the same environment for yourself. You can build what I call an English bubble. Choose small times during your day when you live only in English. For example, while cooking, listen to an English podcast. While walking, listen to English music. While brushing your teeth, think about your day in English. Before sleeping, review what you did in English. These are small moments, maybe 5 or 10 minutes. But together, they create a powerful bubble of English in your life inside. Your bubble, there is no translation. You only allow English words, English sounds, English thoughts. For example, when you walk outside, look around and describe: an Englishman runs car, stops, bird flies, tree moves, wind, cold. The world becomes your English classroom. When you are alone, talk to yourself in English. Say today, I am tired, or the weather is hot, or I want to drink tea. Do not worry about mistakes. Number 1 is listening. The important thing is practice them. Students tell me, but I do not have time. But the truth is, you already have time. You just need to change the language of the time you already use. For example, 5 minutes on the bus, change to English bubble. 10 minutes before bed, change to English bubble. Over time, this habit will grow. Your brain will start to think in English automatically, without effort. Chapter 6. Habits over perfection. Now, let me give you the most important advice. Do not chase perfection. Chase consistency. Many learners stop practicing because they feel their sentences are not good enough. They want perfect grammar before they speak, but this is a trap. Perfection creates fear. Fear creates silence. Silence stops progressing. Instead, focus on building a habit of English thinking, even if it is simple and broken. For example, every night before sleep, review your day in 3 English sentences. They do not need to be perfect, just clear. For example, I went to work. I ate pasta. I talked to my friend. Done. That is success. The Secret is to repeat every day. A small habit repeated becomes a powerful skill. Thing. Your teeth, you do it every day, not because it is exciting, but because it is important. English thinking is the same. Small daily practice keeps your brain clean and ready. Even 5 minutes a day is enough if you do it every day. That is how fluency is built, not by big study sessions once in a while, but by small, steady practice every day. Remember, no one learned to ride a bike without falling. No one learned to swim without mistakes. You will make mistakes in English, too. That is normal. That is learning. So celebrate your mistakes. They show you are practicing. They show you are thinking in English, not hiding behind silence. Chapter 7. Visualization and motivation. Before we finish, I want you to try one last exercise. Close your eyes and imagine yourself. In the future, you are speaking English fluently. You are talking with friends. You are laughing. You are sharing ideas. You are not thinking about grammar. You are not translating. You are just speaking naturally. Can you see it can? You feel it. That future is possible for you if you start now. Every time you practice, every small word, every small sentence, every mini story, every bubble of English brings you closer to that vision. So do not wait for the perfect time. The perfect time is today. The perfect step is the small step you can take right now. Maybe naming 5 things around you. Maybe making one tiny sentence. Maybe telling one mini story. These small steps open the door to big fluency.